Hello there. Let's get started, shall we?
This is the story of Yggdrasil in the land of Arcania. Children of men pass down an ancient fable. The power of the gods will be granted there. Disciples of magic study and archaic myth. The great mysteries shall be answered there. Descendants of warriors recite their folklore. The ultimate techniques can be mastered there. Nomads of the plains exchange a fairy tale. The lost treasures must be slumbering there. From all across the land of Arcania, each culture pursues its own legends. They journey to Yggdrasil, yearning to reach the top and meet their destinies.
Oh, hi, Liza. Well, that seems to be D&D.
Let's do it to it!
I'll have you know, while I'm
Have a nice day!
streaming EO5, I also have EOU in front of me right now. Packs are full in EOU. Never mind. Tuesday, start missing a stream day either way.
Welcome. What'll it be?
It's the thing, this isn't the first time I've played two EOs at the same time, because remember, I have two 3DSs. I was still playing through the post-game with 2U, while also playing through 5. Good times.
Which would you like to tackle?
Okay, fresh request. This request comes from the city apothecary. It's low on skunk cabbage, so they'll gather one. Gather, you say? Alright.
This one?
Apothecary from another city made this request. Swell adventures has caused them to run out of skunk cabbage, which is used in making medicine. They're asking that you collect just one skunk cabbage. You should be able to find it on floor 2. Keep in mind, though, that you'll need someone trained in gathering skills to obtain skunk cabbage. This request won't require any fighting, so it should be a relatively safe one. Only they could all be like this. I think it'll still require fighting just because it's the labyrinth, but yeah. No real required fighting anyways.
Which would you like to tackle?
Fisherman's favor. Adventuring is one thing, yes, but can you fish? I want you to catch me a fish from the labyrinth. I believe we're missing a 2 there.
This one?
This request comes from a fish shop in the marketplace. I think it has to do with the decline in fishers. Post this request to breathe some life back into the fishing scene. You just need to catch one forest fish at a fishing point within the labyrinth. Just remember to take someone along who's skilled in fishing.
What'll it be?
So it looks like either I can level up some other people to handle fishing and gathering, or our next skill points go into fishing and gathering for the current main party.
We're counting on you.
Welcome.
Alright, get everybody at full, because we called it a night when we called it a night.
What will you do?
So, who to bring this time? So I do want to bring a Celestrian, which means we're taking along Necromancer or Warlock. Should be either Referatus or Etrian. Oh, is that an R? No, that's an M. Okay. Could have been an RN, honestly. I'm curious about a Necromancer. I know Necromancers by like mid-game are pretty dang useful, but early game I don't think I used them. Late game they are their own special thing, for sure. And Warlocks are kind of the most bland class that exists in this game, surprisingly. Feel a lot like Alchemists. And they got some cool passives, but for TP conservation I generally don't take them. But, well, maybe I'll take them this time. Anyhow. Let's try to fit in Etrian. I have Necromancer for once, so... Okay. Oh, they're gonna be level 1s, aren't they? Now we have to grind. Well, obviously we want Dertrifa for now, because I don't think we have enough alternatives to... Well... We don't go down often, but it still happens, and I think when we have our ready supply of nectars, I can probably have Dertrifa stay back in town. For now, I just feel a lot better having someone who can revive. Oh, that was... I forget when we get that. Yeah. Well, whatever. Just gonna have to grind while I grind. Because I'm still grinding in Yo-Yo. I mean, I could take this opportunity to grind up a whole new party and get more people at usable levels. Yeah, I guess I'll... No, should I bring Cisteria? Right the start to tonight, huh? It's like, on the one hand, I want to bring level 1s. On the other hand, I want to make sure I have a balanced party that can handle things. But we're going to need cut and stab damage. Actually, not so much cut damage. Cut damage is for the ropers, but the ropers aren't a huge threat. I mean, sure, they can hit kind of hard with their basic attacks, but they spend most of the time doing stomp, which doesn't deal any damage, just a leg bind. And I mean, yeah, leg bind does steal off evasion and have agi. Sure, that reduces our axe speed. But enemies here aren't particularly low accuracy. Like, yes, we've evaded things so far. have seen some misses, but it's not like the enemy has a particularly low accuracy but high damage attack to do. Unless it's balloon drop. Might be balloon drop. Either way, I don't think Legwine's all that all something to worry about. So rovers are kind of low threat. Which really just leaves the bats and the squirrels. So, it's a Stary, of course, for stab damage. You don't need a Dragoon necessarily, but we still need healing of some sort. Or damage reduction. Or... I have to... What are Necromancer skills? Because I remember how they're generally played at mid-level, but like... Do they have healing or support skills? Yeah, for stab damage, we have Stary, Trifa. I mean, I could bring Harwin in, though he'll be buffing. That's what shamans do. There's Dargeth as well for high damage. Oh, okay, go for elements. It's a double elf party, which means whoever else is on the front line with the Stary needs to be fairly durable. Yeah, Pugilist or Harbinger, I'm thinking. Yes, if I want to spread out the XP and get more people available. I liked Harbinger at the start. I do go with the Sable parties a lot by the end. They're both good. But how useful is bash damage? I mean, we get buy-ins out of Pugilist, which is good, but we also get bash damage, and I don't think we really need bash damage. And while Harbingers do bring cut damage, it's not particularly strong cut damage. Good ammo.
Very well then.
Alright, since we already have a chain pen, since we already have someone who's good for chain elementals, I could go with that again. Or I could go for evasion, you know? That can happen. Because, I mean, having a second build for Hossa to have two chasers going at the same time, or alternating for TP efficiency, would definitely be worthwhile endeavor. It's also Blessing too, so we can kind of get away with not having a healer, as long as we have an Earth lane around. First things first, fishing. Could go Optic Thrust, so you can attack while also potentially defending the party. Or I can go let's go Predict. Alright, what do you have? Okay, so we can go for Thunderfist, Devil's Fist, and just Big Punch, or we can go for Binds. Yeah, I don't think I really need this kind of deal right now. We're not fighting particularly Volt. Well, actually, the big enemies are weak to Volt. Well, let's give you... Increase your agi a little bit. Thunder Fist and Blood Wrath. Now, when the recoil hits, Blood Wrath can trigger. Well, that won't always be a good thing, but for now, we'll keep it going. Alright, what do you have? Well, life exchange. Okay, so we do get healing out of Necromancers. Cool. Also get defense reduction. Nice. Elemental defense, though. Alright, get damage covering. We also get... oh, some auto-wraith summoning. Potentially, anyways. If only I was on story mode. It still really feels like Untold was built around that party. The Highlanders are nice and 2U, though. Not quite as strong as the first game, though, apparently. Okay, so we have AoE Fire or AoE Poison. But before all that, we need summon rates. And, well, I guess Detect Mana then.
So good.
Yeah, unless we spend all 3 points here in the main class, we will not have healing at level 1. You can see why I wouldn't want a Necromancer as a primary healer, at least to start, or it would make it difficult anyways. I gotta say, the new class, though, was way better fit into everything. Like, that Fafnir Knight was... it's only really good at single target. Single target damage, I mean, he was spectacular at that. I'm not sure there was any class better at single target damage than Fafnir. But, yeah, he wasn't much good for anything else. Not particularly bulky, not particularly fast, or high damaging outside of some certain circumstances. Which I think was better for the health of the game overall, because a Highlander in Untold has really good single target damage, good AoE damage, he's fast, he's got stab damage, and you remove Highlander and you only stab damage class is Survivalist, who has a low strength on a weapon that isn't particularly high attack value either. So while Survivalists might be fast, they can't do enough damage, and they don't have AoE. It's like... the only other class in the game besides Highlander and the other story-exclusive class in Untold that have any kind of turn 1 AoE. It's like Alchemist and Landsnatch. Landsnatch has a Falcon Slash, but that's like 26 TP to use at a... like, you have to go level 10 with that, because it's a random number of hits. And if you can't get up to the guaranteed 4 hits at level 10, it's not really good enough as a clear. A random clear. So then you really just rely on the Alchemist for clearing things on turn 1. Alchemist isn't particularly fast, so it doesn't feel like there's a lot of variety in the parties that I can make. Unless I'm willing to accept the fact that we're going to have many downs on a single foray. Which is not something I want. Yeah, it really feels like I have to have a medic, protector, and alchemist in the party. And you, which point it only leaves 2 slots to work with. Hounder was just too well-rounded. Well, both the story classes are too well-rounded. Yeah, let's go for life exchange.
It's giving me chills.
But Fafnir wasn't too well-rounded, it was just really good at its one thing. So it didn't affect the balance of the other classes too much. Actually, when I think about it, when I said that there's classes, it feels like you have to have an alchemist, a medic, and a protector. In the story party, you have the 2 exclusive story classes, an alchemist, a medic, and a protector. So I'm not entirely wrong there. Less wrong than I would have liked to be. Yeah, sultry is like that for sure. That is sultry voice lines. Alright, wait a minute, I just remembered something. We need to make sure we have enough N to actually equip them. It's like 3 people. I know, right?
Good luck to you all.
That's why I have so many gripes with playing it on Classic.
Welcome.
Also why I prefer the second Untold so much more over the first, because not only did they reduce the number of exclusive classes, but also that exclusive class was only good at single target damage. And there are other classes that are good at single target damage. It's just the story class is the best at it. So it's not like if you're on Classic, you're crippled. In the first Untold, if you don't have the story party, you're crippled. And it's, It's not quite as bad as playing the first game, the actual first game, but my god, does it get close. Okay, you have 250, which that should be enough. It's still not a lot.
Deal.
But we can at least get people shoes.
Equip it here?
And maybe one other piece of armor or something.
Equip it here?
Be on 4-1 for a while. Maybe, actually. I'm gonna have to set up a gathering party already, aren't I? I mean, we have Deirdriva to heal, so that'll be fine. We have Rofertus, who already has a little bit of gear and a bit of experience, but not quite level 2. So all I really need to do is make sure... If we had the N, I could go for the highest quality gear we actually have available. And then we can go to, like, the second floor already. Level 1s and perform reasonably well. Because carried by gear, but it kinda can't.
You wanna equip it here? Deal. What'll it be?
Alright, what do you have? You should get a helmet or some gloves. Oh, helmet, clearly. Well, maybe. Clever hat. Let's see if you wooden pin.
Deal! Pleasure doing business.
Welcome! Do you want to save? How can I be of service? Have a nice day!
Alright, let's start at the first floor. And see how this party does. As long as we stay away from the northern room, then we don't have to deal with the mad dogs. So we might have to deal with mad dogs around the stairs, though. Also, do we even have mine? I mean, technically we'll have access to Cha... Yeah, we don't have mine in this party. Alright. It's another thing to do with the main party. You have to try and balance the races. I imagine it as just writing in a journal. Yeah, unless they use the exact voice line you want to save, in which case, a bit harder to explain that off, but in general I view it as just like, oh, let's just keep a record of what we've done so far. Okay, here's something I don't fully recall, is if wraiths persist between fights. I'm not sure. I don't think they do. Right, he doesn't have the Volts thing. Huh. Well, you have to understand, everyone fucking dying is non-canon, so obviously we have to go back to the point in the story where we branched off that back route. I don't think they're low enough for a healing herb to really be necessary.
This is it. Hardly worth my time. Cool.
Alright, so now I have all the elements. What to do next, though? Probably increase Magic Mastery, because then we... I'm not too sure exactly how much percentage that is. But it will increase the power of all three spells without actually needing to invest the skill points into them. Won't be as much as a skill point, though. These are chance skills. Wait, gathering stuff is racial, right? So get Chop from Celestrian, take from Brownie, and we get fishing from Earthling. So yeah, mining from Therian. I know there's some cross-pollination as we get into higher levels, but for now, it's one per race. I mean, the writing we're going to be doing, we're going to read later, probably is tied to race, but... Yeah, writing in a journal? I guess as long as you're not a Therian? I know, I was just remembering... Someone noticed the fact that a hound that a Therian summons has higher int than the Therian that summons it. It means Therians are literally dumber than dogs. Just statistically, they are dumber than dogs. And that's... I mean, that's something. So either that dog is really smart, or Therians are dumb. Man, though, a dagger does so little damage. Oh, Wraith stays around. Fantastic. In which case, I know something I can do out of combat then, which is to summon all 3 Wraiths. But for now... Lightning bolts.
Disappear.
I forget what status the rays inflict. Is it paralysis or is it a mixture? Might be mixed ailments. But I do think it was paralysis as one.
How irritating.
It's not dead yet? Thought that would kill it. Well, I can tell you that Sharifa's going to end up over-leveled since she has to chaperone everybody. Forest fish. Remember the request you accepted to catch and deliver a forest fish. The forest fish you just caught will do the trick. Report back to the tavern to turn it in. I think maybe around level 20 we start to have enough points to really do some serious work. Alright, let's speed this up a little bit with the Union.
Watch and learn.
I could summon extra rays though. Well, we are going to rest to get our TP back, so may as well. Not like you can really do much else afterwards. I'm just gonna hope that double attack is enough to kill the squirrel. Yeah, no recoil damage for you.
Disappear. Is that it?
Alright, this should be fine.
Oh, we're done already.
Yeah, we're doing pretty fine. For level 1s. Alright, let's summon. There we are. That's all 3 summon slots that are used. Only game with summon slots, and it makes summoners so much better that they don't have to compete for party space. Well, this does mean that rowers and necromancers compete. Like necromancers, they can share raids. They don't need to summon. They don't need to summon the wraith that they're going to use for their skills. They use anybody's wraith, so you can have a party of necromancers, and they can just keep summoning wraiths all the time. I wonder how much aggro the wraiths draw. If they even draw aggro at all. I know decoy bunkers draw a lot of aggro. That's kind of what they're there for. Did you have any? You just have summon wraith. Okay. Now let's just heal you up. Probably should have done that out of combat. I should probably give Wolfericus a gun. Like a Gundalf. Just because TP is going to be a bit tight if he has to cast a spell every turn. And the staff is not going to cut it for normal attacks. Oh. Okay. That thing's low health. Maybe we can kill it. Revival Herb, and yeah, let's normal attack and see what that does.
Best of luck. There.
What the hell?
Just one more.
2 people to heal. Would be nice if I had a line heal, but no, we don't.
Don't worry. That was fun.
Alright. Skills, Trifa, healing herb, and healing herb. Yeah, Refertus is half TP already. That's why I swapped him out. He's not good for long-term exploration due to just how much TP he has to burn every time. Forest fish. Alright. Let's go for the backline kill first. I mean, if we can.
Take this.
Yeah, Bloom Drop from the back's not really worth anything. Not an issue. Still having... yeah. Yeah, I should really give Wolfericus a gun.
Is that it?
Oh, hey, Schliff. Welcome. I already have to grind out a second party for Gathering. And also so we have a Celestrian. Want to have some racial diversity in the main party. Alright. There's not much to do other than just keep ourselves healed and... Well, I mean, Wolfericus can attack, but... yeah. Yeah, let's just head back to town, so we'll fireball. Oh, they went for the back line.
Just one more.
Interesting. Oops. I did normal attacks, kept flubbing the inputs.
That was fun.
Alright, level 2s. I don't know what to do. I just think of that in terms of the game design and programming sense, but I don't think I'll say that out loud right now just so you keep the magic going. Yeah, that generally wasn't a problem. Because, well, honestly, the first floor being this open is really an abnormality. Normally, a labyrinth is, you know, a labyrinth, so it's kind of walled off and stuff. You can't actually see that far, so the slow light doesn't get noticed. Which also makes when you first enter a big room, you can't see the end of it. All the more impressive, like, oh fuck, well, what's down there? I don't know. Just have to go there and find out. Yeah, it's probably better if I invest in predict. I can actually start using it. So for Rebecca, though. Yeah, gonna need a Blood Wrath, I'd say. Although I could have put a point into some gathering stuff for her, but it will. For laser. Now, yeah, if we do this, so Summon Wraith will increase their HP and I think... Yeah, it's just the HP bonus, but the Mastery Skull will increase the damage they deal on their ailment success. There's also Gravekeeping and Reincarnation, so that when the raids go down, for any reason, like there's an open race slot, it'll likely just get filled out as is. Anywho, let's put it to Chop. Set to Chop.
Welcome.
In an old binding for this emulator, I had R as the Y button, but it's now F. R is back. Or rather B. That's gonna throw me off a couple of times. That's right. Go for a Fire Lance or a Hand Cannon? Not too huge a difference stat-wise, but big difference in terms of
Deal.
costs. So there we go.
What'll it be? Anything? What are you selling?
Now we have Gundalf.
You got? What are you selling? Pleasure doing business.
Welcome. Which will it be?
Alright, so next we need someone who can take, which means a brownie. Okay. Oh, you caught one. Well, I'll make sure it gets to the fish shop. So, did you learn to love fishing by doing this request? Get anything you catch, so fishing's a useful skill to have as an adventurer. Might as well hit up all those fishing
Here's your
spots.
reward.
This just give you your reward. Here, admire your angling. Turn in one fish to get 5 back. Alright, also this is why we do requests. All that XP. Alright, predict.
Good.
Wind curtain. Maybe it activates multiple times. 2 turns in effect and much higher axe speed, but god damn 30. I mean, it does negate the first physical attack to that line if they don't have leg bind. But also, we've got Chop, Detect Mana. That's the thing, like, I can see so much use out of all of these skills, so I'm not sure what to invest the one solitary point I have into. Oh, for now, let's, yeah. Let's invest in that. Okay. Revival Herb. Here we are. Take. There. Now we can take. That honestly solves our taking problem. Fergus could learn Chop. Then I can go for either one in terms of party and gathering, that is.
Cool.
We're counting on you.
Welcome!
Alright, let's stay until night.
Have a nice nap!
Oh,
Wanna sing?
God. Hot Pockets. So long ago. So long ago.
Nice day.
Welcome.
Alright. Let's see. So, we've kind of solved our whole... Rather, kind of figured out our gathering issue, so we just need one of each race, basically. And then we have our gathering solved, and we have our racial skill stuff solved, so that's going to be fine.
What will you do?
So for Brownie, we obviously have Dertrifa, because healing. For Earthling, we have options. But for Arian, could be Dargeth, could be Alari. But if it's Alari, we kinda can't use Erishfim just because competing summon. I mean, we can. Nothing to say we can't, it's just it's competing for summon slots, so Erishfim will be less effective. I don't eat that often. Practice, what the heck was it called? I think it was intermittent fasting or something. I only eat like once or twice a day. And if there's like big meals, I make sure I fill the plate entirely when I get my meal, so it's large serving, very large serving, but it's like the one time I eat. And I might have like a small meal another point in the day. But other than that, I don't eat. But for those times when you just don't have food around the house, parents and I have worked together. Basically, on some days we prepare food and then just freeze it and put it on a shelf designated for me in the freezer. So I just have this stock of frozen homemade food. Right now it's mostly burrito mix, so we got like rice and chicken, and in the fridge there's cheese and tortillas and salsa, and on the there's also avocado too. Yeah, if I want to, I can make burritos. It's like, again, I would definitely like to have elemental coverage. Ferretus can provide that, it's just he uses way too much TP for him to work in a long foray, hence the gun. So we can attack from the back. It's not gonna do much damage either way. Yum Yum's right. So yeah, I'm leaning towards Eritrim, but if I do Eritrim, I can't really bring Malari. Or rather, I don't want to bring Malari. It's suboptimal. Ugh. But Alari also has the short bow +5. But frankly, I'm leaning towards bringing Alyssa and Alari, just because then we have two bows for stab damage to trigger Alyssa's chains. So we still get elemental damage and stab damage. And we have a backline attacker who actually can deal some stuff, and the Hound heals passively. Meanwhile, with Eritrim, we have passive attackers, like an extra full row of goons, or wraiths. I like to have 3 on the front line, though. I like to have 3 on the front line just because the front line's more likely to get hit than the back line. So having more on the front means the damage gets spread out more. So people are less likely to go down. But if I bring Alari, and I need to bring a Celestian, and we already have a Brownie on the back, that's 3 backliners. So I could make it work with 2 frontliners, probably Earthlings at that point. But I wouldn't be quite fond of it. Well, I could bring Zema on the front, but I don't think Zema on the front's a particularly good idea. I mean, Dragoon can work on either row because they got guns. They do damage reduction and guns. That's what their skills are. And that can be either line, which means you'd kind of ideally want them on the back line, so that your front line's opened up, but we already have a full back line. Oh wait, right. There's 4 races and 5 slots. I don't have to. I could bring Dargev too. But then Dargev's gonna get hit more. Dargev already goes down a lot. I'm probably overthinking this, honestly. Probably just overthinking. So, actually, what are my Earthling options? There's Rastia, Vibema, Alyssa, Zema, and Sesteri. Yeah, there's a lot of Earthling classes. Yeah. Oh, I did download Neo, but like most Epic games, I still haven't played it. Because, I mean, Warframe has an event that apparently hasn't had for like 3 years now, Plague Star, and you can get fully built Forma out of the event shop. I need a lot of Forma, man. Like, with the mods that I have in the game now, and how much capacity they take up, I need to Forma a new gun like 6 times. And that's a lot of Forma. You can only make 1 Forma a day off of blueprints, and 3 Forma costs 35 plat. So getting free, basically free Forma for grinding the event is... I already have like 51 Forma stocked up. It's only been like a few days, and that's with me not having that much time to grind because of the family stuff. So yeah, this is gonna go on until the end of the month. I need to make sure I have a big-ass Forma stock, that's for sure. Yes. You have no idea, Schliff. You have no idea. But yeah, I like Harbingers, but they aren't great frontliners. They're versatile, and that versatility means they're not fantastic in a number of ways. They got line damage, they got cut damage, they got ailments, and they have some support. And they're meant for the front line, but you can also put them on the back line if you don't want them to be damaging things. Although, she'll have the same stats as others, because she's an Earthling too. Harbingers still feel a bit weaker than others. Now again, it's level 1. The stats are the same, doesn't really matter at this point. Classes will get more differentiated as the levels get higher and we get more skill points. So yeah, now for Bemin I'll put off till later, because I don't think we need bash or volt damage, right? I mean, we can use volt damage, but I don't think we really need bash damage. That's my Nexus burn. Yeah, I am leaning towards Alyssa, but at the same time I feel like trying out something else if I can. I'll put Erastia in the party this time, just so I can see what her skills are, because I do need to remember what the heck the Harbinger's skill tree looks like, what we have available. Now, it leans towards just having Eretrim and Delari in the party at the same time, which, fine. That's fine. Could have Dargeth too, honestly. That would help because then we have big cut damage and big stab damage. I mean, he's got big damage. Just good. Actually, if that's the case, then we should bring Alyssa then.
Very well then. Is there something else?
Which means replace Dargeth with a Eretrim, so Alright, got Soul Gather, Stabs Races Encounter Rate, and XP gained in battle. This is probably the biggest reason I chose Harbinger early game at first, because XP boost, woo! It's actually not that huge, I think it's like 20% level 10 or something. Like, you're not going to be using Harbinger much for this, and especially later on you'll have much better ways to grind out XP. It's there. It's there. It's a bit of a red herring, though, I'd say. I mean, I won't fault you for getting it. It's still useful in its own way. It's just, I don't think it's the most wise point allocation early on. I mean, you're always here, Alyssa. You're always here. Wouldn't be a stream without you. But yeah, we have Miasma armor, which is interesting. Auto Miasma, so automatically starts the start of battle. That's actually very handy. I mean, you may not necessarily want it. You may think the one-turn startup is fine. I generally don't like one-turn startups because I prefer to, if we can, kill the enemy on the first turn. And having to cast Miasma armor on the first turn ain't good. Going back to the first two games, we have the Ronin, really high attack damage, but they can only use their skills from a stance, and their stances are buffs, so they have to always spend the first turn casting a stance, but they also have the lowest VIT and HP of all the classes, and they're on the front line, so they do their stance, and now you have to hope they don't die until turn 2 comes around, and then they can cut the thing in half. So, I really want to have access to attack skills on turn 1, so we can kill things on turn 1. But that's me. Oh, Miasma is for me. May not be for you though. Maybe you don't think it's that big a deal. Ask me, do you have skill Miasma armor activate? Oh. Okay. And the Shroud, that's true. In Judgment, Miasma armor is active, may induce sleep on one enemy each time the user is hurt. Nice. Doesn't really say. Yeah, it's really just for enabling certain other skills and extra effects, I think. They started that with the second Untold. The second Untold got so much better with it. So in Untold, they have a little stopgap and slantwise cut, where it's like, oh yeah, you use this attack skill that does barely more damage than a normal attack. It's like 110% damage. But for the next turn, you can use a stance skill, so you get to use your stance skills every other turn, but without the stance buffs. and in return you get to like keep damaging each turn. It's a little awkward, doesn't quite cut it. No pun intended. But like in the second Untold, I think maybe even the second game itself, I won't claim I remember what the second game's running skill tree was like. I don't think I used them enough to really remember it this long ago. But in the second Untold, it wasn't like, oh, you need to cast this buff skill to put your Ronin in the stance this turn so you can attack next turn. No, this is an attack skill that also applies a buff to your Ronin that puts them in the right stance. So they get to attack on the first turn, and they can hit hard potentially on the first turn. And the second turn they can just hit even harder, because now they're in the stance. And like Alyssa said, in 2U, once you got your stance skill maxed out, there's a chance it would just auto-activate at the start of battle, like how Auto Miasma is. So, Ronins were wonderful in the second Untold game, because they just did not require that much setup, and they were a lot more versatile with the stances, unlike in the first Untold, where only upper stance is really worthwhile. And clear stance is kind of a joke, and drawing stance only has like one useful skill. Yeah, it 2U really improved Ronins. I mean, I'm not sure if Ronins were, like, great, I'd say. Oh, actually, I'd say all the classes in 2U are good, at the very least. You can even say they're all great, too, because they all really had something powerful with them. What I wanted to say is that they really made Ronins a lot more streamlined and usable in 2U. So they still kept the whole glass cannon thing on the front line type deal, but so much better. And they have all the attack types too, like upper stance for cut and heat and fire damage, and clear stance for stab and volt damage, and then sheath stance for bash and ice damage. Like, they had all the elements, which made them a very versatile attacker. And it's not the case in the first Untold, where they really just have cut damage. And there's like one stab attack, but it's really deep in the skill tree on a stance that's not particularly offensive. So it's really just cut heat. And the impact during the skill tree is attack for all enemies for 3 turns. Okay, so that can be helpful. Stifling Miasma, we can cast that, and it's basically damage reduction. Find ammo resistance for all enemies. That's nice. And there's Curse with Reap, melee cut to one enemy line. If Miasma armor is active, may curse. Yeah, I need the armor for the Reaps then. So paralyzing gives us paralysis, and then we have Curse. So paralysis, damage reduction, and assists for other things, so they aren't too particularly useful right now. Although, I kind of want Etrian just so I can have like the 2 rays, and they also kind of help with the auto attacking. It's a very cost-efficient way to keep offense going if I can get the rays dealing a decent amount. But on the other hand, if I replace it with a Ferritus, then we can have 3 people who can trigger Alyssa's chains and get even more burst damage there when I actually want to spend the TP. But in return, Ferritus deals like almost nothing if he's not using his skill. Which is kind of why I'm leaning towards Etrian, because I prefer the long expeditions. So TP efficiency is a concern. Alright, so let's I missed Lari earlier. Trifa. And now again, debating whether Referatus or Eritrim, but still leaning towards Eritrim because of the cost efficiency of raids. I mean, given the current enemy formations, the spells feel a bit wasted. So, one of the things that's been neat in Untold is usually they also have in the Alchemist skill tree similar skills that we have in Warlock, where they have elemental attacks that hit in a certain way, like Volt hits a line, Fire does splash damage, and Ice does piercing. But in Untold, it's like if you have enemies weak to ice, they usually be lined up like one on the front line, one on the back line. So if you use the ice skill, you hit both. And you hit both the weaknesses at the same time, and similar with the Volt and the Fire stuff, it's kind of... Formations kind of lend themselves to getting hit by an Alchemist. And right now, that's not quite the case. Here in 5... Like, we just have like one enemy on the front or the back. We aren't quite running into formations where the Warlock can really shine in terms of their multi-hitting, multi-target attacks, which is really all they have at the moment. I think before I decide on which Celestian, I'll try to decide on a frontliner to have with them. Probably influence the choice a bit more. Which I'm leaning towards Dargeth, because Dargeth has really proved his worth offensively. Even if defensively leaves a bit to be desired. It's like, sure, you wear plate mail, but you can't take a hit. Again, Dragoon, just because defense, but if I have space on the back line. I could use Hysteria, actually. Huh. Yeah, I think Harbingers will get better later on. I really did like Harbingers for most of the game. It's just early on, some awkward skills, I suppose. And Pugilist, my god, Pugilist. I feel a little... I mean, their skills aren't bad right now, it's just they aren't hitting the weaknesses, and I want to hit for weaknesses, you know? My god, later on, weaknesses just do not matter to them. So, yeah, either Dargeth, who can just hit things very hard, or Sesteri, who is yet another instance of stab damage, and who have decided to build towards evasion, tanking, which can lead to even more instances of stab damage to again proc Alyssa's chasers. So we can get a lot of chaser procs. Like, a lot of chaser procs. That's just kind of building the party around chasers at that point. And if that's the case, we bring Referatus, so now everybody can proc Alyssa's chasers. I'm not quite sure I want to do that, because then we're lacking cut damage, which may not be a huge deal right now, though. Then if I consider normal attacks, we just have Alari and Alyssa dealing damage. We'd have to get Sesteri a better sword for him to deal damage. So, that's like 3 attackers. Their Trifa just has low strength, so never expect any kind of decent damage out of her. And I mean, Weferitus would also not have the strength to really deal damage either outside of his skills. Well, I can think of something we can get right now to help with TP usage. Let's give the chains a go.
Very well then. Good luck to you all.
Welcome!
Okay, we have 107 Endal. I don't think we can even get a good we can get a short sword, but, well, we're gonna need to fight some mad dogs to get the other stuff.
Come back soon!
Also, with the Hound, we're gonna have to be a pyramid shape.
Do you want to save? How can I be of have a nice day?
Actually, I forgot to check. Do we even have all the gathering skills amongst us? Okay, Sesteri's got fishing, so Alyssa's going to need to learn that next level. Alari has mine, so that's good, but no hunting skill. Can need to learn that. Trifa's got taken animal care. We're good with that. And Weferitus has chop and detect mana. Yeah, Weferitus should learn Lunar Grace, so you have a chance to restore some TP using any of your basic skills. So when he casts spells, he may get a refund, and that'll help him. Alright, Schmiff. Take this moment just to It's just in the window on the side. So what I was suggesting is the YouTube stream health thing. And what I've noticed is that before I had shrunk it down to as small as it can, so I just get the necessary information. So that, you know, there's scroll bars on both sides for all the unnecessary stuff, but whenever a message updates in that, any message, it seems, it automatically scrolls all the way to the end. So I have to resize the window so it can fit everything without the scroll bars. That way I can actually, like, see what the heck the message is. Maybe it's just because it's stream, but I seem to be spending a lot of time deliberating what builds to bring. It doesn't really matter too much right now because we don't have many skill points. It also kind of does matter because we don't have many skill points, and also we're still on like the first couple of floors, which, as you've seen, aren't terribly hard for a veteran. Well, I said to give the party a shot. Let's give the party a shot. Sesteri still has a dagger. Oh god. Alright. Time to let the dogs out. And yeah, that's it for the out-of-battle skills. Okay, let's do some taking. And some fishing.
Well then.
Take a look.
Oh, I got 2 more lotus fruit. That's not what we need, though. Since it's random, this can take a while. Hello. Actually, let me set up a gathering route. Question is, do I extend this one route to cover both, or do I have a secondary route? I'll extend it. There we go. Super names for the animals. I didn't think we could rename them. I don't remember that ever being a thing. Alright. Oh. Alright. That's a thing with evasion. That's why you... Okay. Okay, I think it'll be a while before I use this series, so... I guess Dargeth will be back in for now, which also means... Unless I can solve Aferish's TP problem soon, we'll be Arachfim instead, which means we'll have a Hound and 2 Wraiths. I think if we cast a lightning spell, that's also a bit of overkill, so... Oh, really? Oh, I probably can. Because I remember seeing them actually in the guild register. They pop up there. My god, Testera deals as much damage as a backliner. Oh, the dagger is so weak.
How irritating.
And his legs are sealed. Okay, can't really use Predict then. Nice.
It's over already?
Brown tuber. I think that's what we need.
I did it!
Brown tuber and oh, that's skunk cabbage. That was the thing. It's the first skunk cabbage, though. You found the skunk cabbage requested. Report back to the tavern to turn it in. But what if... Well, we'll have to come back for more skunk cabbage. I keep hitting the wrong keys. I wanted to hit... It's Q on the keyboard. That's X to zoom out the map. So we gotta go fishing. Using your fishing skills, you discover first fish times 1. Alright. Chain shock. Attack. Lightning!
Take that! Ha! Ha! Sounds about right.
Yeah, in exchange for having higher normal attack power, he has lower spell damage. Yeah. I'm gonna hold off on Warlock then. I mean, we do have a lot of berries, forest fish, meat, and we have over half of our half of his inventory filled. Yeah, it's actually a decent amount. Cool. Use that to heal out of combat then. Free up some inventory, I suppose. Of course, of course. We'll have to come back in here instead of resting at the inn, but I think I'll have, right before we leave, have Wolferitus have some food or something, see if I can get his TP full so I can swap him out. Because isn't it just irksome when you swap a party member in from the guild and they don't have full TP or full health? It's like, ugh. Now I have to rest. You know what? Close enough. It's probably like 1 tip TP off from max. Is it? It's 3 TP off. Whatever.
Welcome. What will you do? What will you do?
Alright. Laura, not Senna. But let's, Etrian, Dargeth, and Retriva.
Very well then.
Now then, organize. Yes, the Hound and the Hawk, we can rename. Don't think I ever renamed mine, because I didn't quite put 2 and 2 together. Well, I don't really have a name on hand right now, so I'll leave that be for a while.
Welcome.
Oh, we get 3 nectars in exchange for some cabbage? Yeah. Yeah, I'll take this.
Thank you.
Nectar, please! We're able to find the sun cabbage. Let's just have a quick look at it then. Yep, that's what they asked for. I'll make sure this gets to the apothecary. This wasn't a very dangerous quest, but you still had to brave the labyrinth to do it. Just remember to stay on your toes. It's one thing I know, it's how dangerous the labyrinth can be. Trust me. Well, I suppose I should hand over your reward. Here you go. Thanks for all your hard work. Hope to see you taking on more quests. Hey! Most level 7s now. Level 4.
What'll it be?
Isn't that basically 4-2 done? Yeah, it's basically 4-2 done. Alright, fishing and forage. Yeah, these racial skills are actually pretty awesome, but it is 1 skill point at a time when you don't have skill points. But later on, I'm definitely taking like all of them. Not sure if I want to put it into mine or not. Because I think Alari has mine, but no hunting skill. Ironically, as the bow-wielding rover, who are canonically hunters, does not have a hunting skill. Heh. Also, we have a lot of potential defense debuffs. Because Alari can use target arrow to reduce their defense, and Dargeth can use armor pierce to reduce their defense, and Etrian can use Wraith Pride to reduce their defense. Kinda want an attack buff at that point. Maybe Swallow Sword, maybe not. Oh wait, we do have an attack buff in High Ground, but it's physical attack for the user's line. Yeah, now do I go for Swallow Sword, Airblade, or Whirlwind? Because Armor Pierce I'm going to leave as is. I could postpone it though and go for some other stuff.
Got it.
Let's go for reflexes. Make sure you can actually evade things, potentially. Alari will learn hunting skill, so that way you have gathering covered. Marriage Fim. You don't really have any skills other than Wraith stuff right now, so... Yeah, I can see you being skill point hungry, though. Oof. Given we have Dare Trifa at this point, I don't think I'll go for Life Exchange, so... I think I'll go for Wraith Mastery. Hopefully get the race into some kind of a competent attack force.
There's no new requests right now. What'll it
I'd
be?
say
What'll it be?
floor 2
We're
is
counting
pretty
on
much
you.
done. So we'll go back to the wall.
Do you want to save? How can I be of have a nice day?
Alright, Alari's gonna have some very low TP. Not a huge issue given she, again, doesn't use much skills. This party has one male in it. It's 4 female, 1 male. Just wanna point out that realization. This is a common thing that ultimately ends up happening. We have 1 male and 4 females. Not too uncommon. Alright, Hound Whistle, which, yeah, that's a lot for you. And 2 Summon Wraiths. Alright. Yeah, I can't summon anything more because all 3 slots are taken. But hey, we got 2 Wraiths and a Hound, so we got some healing and attacking. And oh yeah, we can go for the health thing. Let's do that. Yeah, I was gonna auto-path it, but let's not. No real need to. That's the wrong input. There we go. Hi, Nerva. Welcome. Welcome back, Swift 2. There's 3 people now. Yay. It's been a while since we've had 3 people. Yeah. I don't think we need to use an attack skill there. The upgraded weapons are so good.
I underestimated you.
Ah, the Wraiths just don't attack. Well, they do that.
I can still keep going.
Huh. Something's there.
As you proceed, we've already read this one while ago. Although it may be a little different since it's our revisit. As you proceed through the luscious greenery of the woods, you stand before the reservoir. The accumulated spring water is ready to drink. Let's drink it. You scoop water from the reservoir and drink. Its cool, refreshing taste quenches your thirst. There you go, little TP back. With your thirst quenched, you all resume your exploration with rejuvenated bodies and spirits. Alright, now we go back to... Oh yeah, don't we have some fish for... Okay, we're not quite done with the second floor then. Actually, do we have... Yeah, we have some fish. Alright, cool. Ah, it's midnight. Okay, we can go gathering again, but not quite yet. Hopefully we can get back to town before 7 AM so we can rest until then. In the meantime, Chain Shook. Or, actually... Double attack.
Fine. How's this?
No, I think instead...
Looks like fun.
Yeah, let's go for that. That way Dorga gets an extra attack, and Alyssa and Alari still have their union gauges.
Go now?
I can't even reach.
One hit kill. Just kidding.
Oh, a miss!
There.
But they're low health, so next turn should work. Oh, 15. Nice. Do I rely on the Hound for healing or not? That's just the question. We'll let the Hound do its thing. So heavy damage dealers are down.
Can't hit me. How's that?
There. Just one more. Ready for another round?
Alright. So, how you been, Riva? It's been a while. Okay, I'm glad that happened outside of the path, because, oh boy. Oh, it's preemptive, right. Right. Let's do double.
Do I have to? Looks like fun.
Yeah, let's go for the Manganid. I really don't like this thing. Armor Pierce. Ah. And it's gonna be hard to heal because it's a thing that you use a lot anyways. Yeah. Alright, Schliff. Oh yeah. I mean, I can't open up my window because one window has the AC screwed in there. The other window is a common place for bugs to nest. Like, not the window itself, but like nearby, so I don't want bugs in here. So I don't really have ventilation other than an air conditioning unit, which I don't turn on during stream because it's audible. Audible.com.
Are you ready for this?
Take that.
I mean, maybe get a brace or a cast for it?
I'll give it my all.
Right, the overkill carried over.
Is that it?
Alright, let's see how just normal attacking it goes.
Ready?
I can still keep going.
Welcome back, Schliff.
Huh. Something's there.
Alright, while proceeding through the trees, a chittering sound makes you stop. Up ahead and near the waterfront, there's a small lemur attempting to snatch a fish out of the river. Little lemur is engrossed in fishing, but a monster's a monster, no matter how small. If it were to notice you, it may try to attack. Now you must decide whether to wait and see what it does, or to ambush it. You watch Little Lemur struggle for a while. It fails over and over again, nearly falling into the river in the process. At this rate, Little Lemur might never catch a fish. This pitiful sight for your sympathy in you, you could try to give it one of your own fish. But choose carefully. The beasts here have been hostile so far, and it's still a monster. It may disregard your sympathy and attack. Keep that in mind as you decide what to do. As soon as you take out a forest fish, the lemur sniffs the air and whips around. At first, the lemur seems to be on its guard. After looking back and forth between you and the fish, it slowly approaches and takes it. Excited to finally have some food, the monster carries the fish in its mouth and hurriedly scurries off. As it leaves, you reflect that it's only natural for wild beasts to be wary of humans. Having done your good deed for the day, you depart. You give a fish to a monster, avoiding an unnecessary fight. Perhaps violence isn't always the answer, after all. Blasphemy! Violence is always the answer. Alright, where to put this? Oh, right, Wraith Mastery.
So good!
Right. I think I know what you're about to say. I knew that was coming, Alyssa. Anywho, we have... Oh, weak to ice. Okay, cool. Hopefully we can kill it before things go south with the mic in it. Attack, and attack, and attack, and chain.
I'll give it my all.
And I hit it hard. And no chain there. And reduce defense. And petrification. Thing's pretty low health. Let's just do this.
Looks like fun.
Syncing up.
Then refresh and hit it. Should probably mana heal at every opportunity, honestly. Well, not too bad.
Last one.
Oh, it's over already?
1 XP from level 8. I saw that. Now then, can we read the wall? Come across the old stone wall again. This wall obstructing our passage has strange markings engraved on it, but you cannot make sense of any of the symbols across its surface. Etrian, however, detects mana. This writing is obfuscated by magic. Etrian deciphers the letters. Engravings convey the following message. These barriers protect this forest. The golem shall dispel the illusion. Lay hands upon it to open the way. It seems this wall is blocking your path. In order to continue, you'll need to find the golem mentioned by the stone engravings. You'll just have to keep exploring and find it. I think I found it. While proceeding down the small path, you notice something behind the brush. Looks like a stone statue similar to those scattered elsewhere on the first stratum. There's an innocent sort of cuteness to it. Could this be the golem mentioned on that stone wall you saw earlier? If so, then touching it would supposedly shatter some kind of illusion and unlock a new path to the tutelary forest. You can proceed as that wall instructed, or else stay cautious and observe for now. You take a closer look at the stone statue. It's pretty dang cute. Gently run your fingers across the statue. At that moment, the statue falls backwards. At the same time, a strange sound echoes from somewhere near the wall behind you. Could the illusory barrier have been dispelled? You would return to the stone wall and check. Yes, it has. With this, floor 2 is done. At the stone wall once stood, there are now stairs leading further up the stratum. Seems the stone wall and the golem statue are the keys to opening up the path after all. There are similar statues and walls up ahead. It's safe to assume they're similarly connected. You take note of these results, consider whether to climb the stairs rising before you. After solving the golem puzzle, the illusory barrier faded to open up the path, upward and onward, to a whole new floor. It sounded more like a fake wall moving out of the way, but oh well. If you want to think it's illusion. I mean, sufficiently advanced technology is indistinguishable from magic. Oh man, where should I put disco points? Fishing, herbology. Already got resilience. Herb foraging is nice. I do admit, if we're going to be gathering as we explore, this is going to be good because we get a little bit of TP. Just a little bit. There's also we don't really need more in healing herb, do we? I mean, sure, it's half health, but we don't need to heal more than that most times. So I think I'll put the point in herb foraging. Somebody knows.
Did someone
Right, moon apple. Wait. Hold on, as you wander through the labyrinth, you pass the moon apples we saw earlier. For all you know, however, these fruits might not even be edible. None of you are skilled at foraging, so the safe option is to leave it be. Are you... Alyssa doesn't know the forage skill. I didn't think to give it to her. Oh no. Well, that's where your next skill point's going. Next skill point's going into forage. Because we need to gather our wheat. We need wheat thins. Alright, let's do some gathering. If you want to be unsafe, you can bring a party of one into the labyrinth. That's quite unsafe. Wait. Hunter oh, right. Right. God, you have skills.
take that?
And chain burst. Nice, they all hit the same target.
Is that it?
Take that! Ready?
Fine.
Alright, you have found Lotus Fruit, utilizing the Take skill. Lotus Fruit times 2. And there you go. Small heal, small TP restore. It's wonderful. Take it and leave it.
Alley-oop.
You found brown tuber,
I did it!
brown tuber, and skunk cabbage. Wonderful. More chain shock. Yeah, this is the only one using skills, really. I don't think the front line can even be petrified.
Is that it?
Take that! Ah! Oh, it's over already?
We can't go gathering either, because we don't have a forager. Well,
What's
we go
this?
mining. Mossy ore, and the mine skill gives us cracked mudstone. Let's try just auto-attacking, see how that goes. Yeah, that's pretty good.
Now isn't this a pain?
Okay, and... one tile away. Oh, I think we can just auto-battle here.
Too bad. Well then. Found one.
Mossy ore, nice. Wonder if we got any we got one wild dog. Wonder if we got a conical canine out of it. Alright, 6 AM.
Welcome. What are you selling?
What am I selling? Everything.
You got your check out my new
500 and nectar. Nectar is here.
Anything else?
Probably takes skunk cabbage, doesn't it?
What'll it be?
It's skunk cabbage. Alright, so we gave one skunk cabbage away, ingredient for nectar, and got 3 nectars in return. Like giving away 1 forest fish to get 5 back. Yeah, that's a thing.
Anything else? Leave it to me.
Let's strengthen. Using material.
Yes, a job well done. Anything else? What'll it be?
Alright, you can get an Uchi Katana, which will cost us over half of our Ental, but that is a significant increase in your damage output. The other question is, like, do I want to instead give you better armor?
What'll it be?
I'm gonna go for 11. Heavy oh, from the Myconids.
Anything? What are you selling? You got yourself a deal. Anything else?
Alright, let's upgrade this twice.
Yes, a job well done. Yes, a job well done.
No, the good katana is the Yaito. That thing was fantastic. It's the Dark Sword.
What'll it be?
Should I upgrade our Trifa's bow? Yeah, you can afford to upgrade to +5 too, so
You wanna equip it here?
may as well.
Anything? What are you selling? You got. What are you selling?
Short bow.
Yes, a job well done. 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 Yes, a job well done.
That's true, Alyssa. Oh, I got 40 attack. That's actually pretty decent. I mean, that's obviously nowhere near what the other people have, but hey, that's not bad either.
Anything else?
Definitely beats 27. Stone coffin with mossy ore. Oh boy. What do you need a coffin for other than smacking things in the face? You earn coffin, a small pot-shaped coffin that's easy to carry. It's noticeably cracked, however. Bale coffin, a tiny wooden coffin covered with a tasteful cloth for a dignified burial. Stone coffin, a stone coffin made by scraping together mossy rocks. Sometimes the lid falls off. Got a bit of a hard time imagining how they use their coffins, unless the coffins aren't exactly our coffins, but hey. Whatever it is. I mean, there's our coffin, sure, but like...
Anything else?
Take a look at the portrait, that's not quite a standard coffin, if I do say so. Well, either way. Oh, we have 233. Oh boy.
You wanna equip it here?
We have gone broke before I even realized it.
What are you selling? Leave it to me. Yes, a job well done. Yes, a job well done. Yes, a job well done.
Alright.
Anything else?
Just gonna have to keep gathering then.
Pleasure doing business.
Welcome! Thank you for your patronage!
40 in!
Tight.
Ugh, not second slot. First slot.
Hiya!
Oh, heading out to explore now. And don't forget to take your lunch. You need to thank me. You know what they say. You can't feed a man-eating hare on an empty stomach. Or was it fight a man-eating hare? I mean, I guess both.
Hiya!
Okay, she's still saying the floor 2 stuff because we haven't been to floor 3 yet.
How can I be of
Fair enough.
Have a nice day!
Alright. So now we head off to floor 3. 2 hours in.
Please come again!
Man, the encounter rate in that gathering room was quite high. Alright, chain shock.
Let's give it a whirl.
Doobly-doo attack.
My turn!
Yeah, let's get rid of both of those. Both of these things. Guess who realized I forgot to summon everything?
Go now?
Oh, that's a great double attack. And chain burst. And its health is low. And Dargath is petrified, but it doesn't matter.
Take that! Can it be like this all the time?
Alright. Hound Whistle. Wraith 1, Wraith 2. We're good to go. What lurks behind the trees? Alright, so we have that. And then color. Boop, boop. If I'm looking carefully, it should be like that. Wait, does it? No, it should be like that. Oh, that goes further into the floor. Neat. Neat and nice. Alright, should go like that then. I think it's 2 tiles of water. So I think it goes like that. Any events on this tile? No? Okay. See, I misjudged the distance because it's very far out. This is why I shouldn't be drawn that far. That's why I also advise you draw things shortly, but that's up to you.
Did something just...
Maybe something did just. Oh, cool. There's that opening in the wall here. If already, it should be a chop point then. Okay, now what is up here? When you nearly trip on a stone in your way, you could swear you caught a brief glimpse of moonlight, even though it's daytime now. You stop to look around, but find nothing. Perhaps it was just your imagination. Oh, same repeat message. Okay. Actually, what am I going to use for, say, quest things? If it's quest related. Event. I mean, no, that's for, like, main quest stuff. Like, you gotta go back to council before we can let you advance type things. This is for, I think, just the first stratum. Yeah, I guess it won't have a unique event thing then. It'll just be its own. Oh, hello. Oh, no. Oh, new enemy type, and we're blindsided. And Dargath's calcify. Oh, it's high defense. Of course, it's high defense. Let's just go fire. Fire! Oh, wait. Oh, it's like, do I get another chain, or do I remove the petrification? Remove the petrification. Let's do a mana heal.
Let's get started, shall we?
packing house this. Let's have some fun. Ha!
Get just the one chain, unfortunately. Alright, Chain Flame. Armor Pierce that thing, I suppose.
Ha! Ha! Ha!
I'll give it my all.
There we are, I got rid of the defense buff.
Not bad.
Wraiths still aren't doing much damage, but oh well.
One.
That's a lot of health it has left. I'm not sure what it would be weak to, but I'm just gonna guess Bolts. Armor Pierce, so now we get 3 chains.
Ha! Ha! Yeah! Ha!
And there we go.
Well, look at us.
Also, I'm hearing a little bit of audio clipping, and I'm really not sure if speeding up or slowing down the emulation is going to help, so I'm going to try slowing it down. See if that helps. Or listen if that helps.
Thanks a bunch.
Uh-huh. And there was water there. Oh, and yet another stone wall. They're really busting out that mechanic. It's as far as I'll go. Now I can go one farther. I think should be like that.
What is that?
As you'll take your first steps onto a new floor, you see the same kind of stone wall as on floor 2. There must be statues blocking the paths around here as well. Decide to proceed while keeping an even more cautious eye on the woods around you. Cautious eye has paid off! When you push over the stone statue, a loud noise echoes from elsewhere in the forest. Okay, I got the wall right. I won't venture, I guess, what it looks like over there. I'll wait till I get there. Ooh. Oh, they're like doors. This one hit a door. So, do I replace it with a door icon, or do I keep it as a gate icon for new game plahua? Huh. Okay. Alright. Yeah, there's about 3. I'm really going far today with my map drawing. Now, It's even beyond the fog of war. I think it's because it's just so large. I mean, normally it's a 200 by 400 pixel screen, but it's blown up on a 1080p monitor, so I can really see a lot more detail than I would on an actual DS screen. Huh. Now, there could be wall here, in which case you have to go around, but there could not be wall there. Just gonna keep that like there. Okay, I think I saw it like that when I turned. Oh, there's water. And a statue. And a statue behind another statue. I think I see a turn off to the right like that, so I'll just leave that unassuming. Can't wait because of this. Yeah, I suppose I'll leave it like this. Could go through the door, or we could not. Either one. Another gathering point. This is the first 4 or 3 gathering points. Should be a chop point. Alright, what's up with you? You are... oh, you're... A pugilist would come in handy right now, because they're not resistant to bash damage, which we don't have much of. I mean, Etrian deals bash damage with their coffin, but just not a frontliner. It's not going to do much regardless. This is just pick any old attack and kill. Only one chase? Oh no.
Too bad.
I wonder if target arrow also causes the wraiths to attack the target. That would be nice. Nice little synergy. Hard to say though. Alright, here we have Chop. Spiraling Vine. Just, you know, more Spiraling Vine. And some health and TP. Yay! Now, I'll have you know, you can summon both a Hawk and a Hound in the same party. Now, this is the odd thing with this kind of odd wall. That's used to this type of odd stuff. With the map. Should be like that, and then I guess like that. Wait, it should be like this. Yeah, okay. There's a large wall. Alright, seems impossible to pass through here. Of course! There is not wall here, but there is stuff. I'm not quite sure what the exact tile length we can see is, but obviously it goes a ways. Okay, I'll just cut that off. I don't want to have to guess what's up there. Oh wait, right. And close door. Door before you is still shut by some mysterious power. You try to open it to no avail. Perhaps some sort of key is necessary to gain entry. Yes, perhaps, but perhaps not.
Did something just...
While exploring the woods, you nearly stub your toe on a mysterious stone lying in the middle of the forest path. Every few seconds, the stone emits an orange, fiery glow from within. The rock reminds you of a small sun, but you can't think of any use for it. I think it's connected to the moonstone. Leave the stone alone and carry onward. But yeah, long corridors like this is what the game usually has, or in the past has had, historically. So you can't, the whole pop-in thing isn't really an issue. You can't even see that far. Burn it in holy hellfire!
I'll give it my all.
Gosh dang it, Swift. You shouldn't litter in the forest. The forest is a valuable resource and we need to keep it maintained. You can't just keep throwing your rocks everywhere. Even if they are cool. I would like to invest more skill points into animal therapy, but at 10 points to max out, it's a bit much for right now. Probably leave it at like 1 point for a long time, maybe 2 points eventually. Anyway, there's only really one way to go. Through the door. Oh no. Beyond the door lurks a monster. The smell of bestial musk and primal rage is palpable. This dire beast has a bear's body and the head of an owl, a true monstrosity. It shows no sign of masking the bloodlust in its predatory eyes. Compared to this creature of fur and feathers with its sharpened claws and pointed beak, the caterpillar downstairs was nothing but a bug. This Drosy looks ready to fight. It may be wise, however, to find a way to avoid its wrath. Hey, yo, just hold on a moment while I map out your lair. Gotta do some landscaping. Now, how do I mark this? So I'm doing orange for detection, and yellow for pathing. So, pink for instant... no, red for instant detection. Okay, just on the subject of foes. Hold up a moment. Let's see, can I get a good image? Maybe if I change the keyword. Oh, that gives me wildly different results, and not what I'm looking for still. Yeah, whatever. Not what I'm looking for, but I'll have to do. Rather not quite what I want. Here, this is the very first foe. It's a deer. It will wreck your shit. It's a deer. And they've gone from that to owl bears, so... I don't know if, like, it's a water tile there, or if it's going to be, like, a block there, because that special structure, root structure, takes up kind of half a tile. Yeah, that is a full-on block. Blocky log. You know what's also terrifying? The random encounter is still ticking up. You can get a random encounter even while you're running from a foe. I mean, I ain't gonna deny the fact that hot damn did it do the classes right. Like, these are the best classes in the series, but yeah. Everything else is kinda eh. Not bad, just not the best it could be. Or, best in the series? Because maybe it is the best it could be. I don't know. I would like to figure out if that wall extends for one more tile, but I'm not going to stick around and potentially get a random encounter while running from an owlbear. Oh, thank you. As much as I want to cartography, I will not risk my life for it. Well, I mean, I am risking my life for it. I won't risk my life that much for it. The heck I didn't make stone pillar things. So in the third game, the first foe was a giant-ass lizard, though. Alright, time for more Google search. Etrian Odyssey 3. Oh yeah, they did bring it forward into other games. Oh, here we are. That's a good image. Because with 4, so it was all 2D sprite work, and then with 4 they moved to 3D models. Personally, I kind of miss the sprite work, just how we move from FM to orchestral. Yeah, it's like nice to hear it orchestral, but you also kind of miss the imagination it kind of provoked with the FM. So there, that's a greedy lizard, the first foe in the third game. And yeah, I suppose it's not too... It is kind of fantastical, isn't it? It's not standard D&D, though, like an owlbear. Yeah, and then, in 4, Greedy Lizards made a return. So now they have a 3D model. And yeah, its mouth is open for the animation. It's not normally stretched out like that, just in case you think it looks a bit too ridiculous. Yeah, like, neat that they have a 3D model, but like, when it was just sprites, I could imagine how they attacked and stuff, but with the 3D models, it's kind of shown for you. So, yeah. One of those small things that hurts the overall experience, I'd say. But yeah, the introduction to Frozen 3, which I think I wanted to touch upon last night but forgot to, was just... It's just, a veteran adventurer just kind of stops you at a crossroads, and he's like, yeah, don't go that way, the people who do just fucking die, but, I mean, if you want to test your steel, go right ahead, I'm not going to stop you. It's your life. And, yeah, like, it just kind of nonchalantly says, like, yeah, it's a powerful monster that way, but you can fight it if you want. I mean, I don't recommend it, but you can still do it. And, of course, you may or may not decide to go fight the thing, and then die horribly. Because this game just doesn't... The series doesn't really care if you live or die, for the most part. It's kind of one of the charms of it. It's not really trying to help you along, nor is it trying to harm you. It's just there. Although with later entries, it does kind of start to help you a bit more, like especially with a bit more heavy-handed tutorialization in the later 3DS entries, where they're just like, this is a foe, you should not fight them. If they go in 5. And like the first few, it was just like, yeah, this seems like a strong monster. They didn't explicitly say, don't fight this, they just kind of implied you probably shouldn't fight it, but you still can, technically. Yeah, you really should. In fact, it's called a Ragealope, and that's one letter off from the nickname people gave it on the internet. Because, oh boy, that thing could wreck your party. I mean, even when you've beaten the first stratum, that thing can still wreck your party. Yeah, I suppose it won't hurt too much to say how. So, of course, being a foe, it has high base stats, so it's pretty durable, it deals a lot of damage per hit, but it only really has one skill. Baffling Step. If you can't already guess from the skill name, it causes confusion in your entire party. Or panic, as it's been renamed in later entries. So yeah, imagine you go to fight a deer, now your whole party is confused, and then they get slowly gored by said deer. And you can't do anything, because you can't control anyone, because they're all in a panic. And this is the first foe of the series. I forgot to check for shortcuts along this wall. Yeah, the greedy lizard, I think, inflicts poison. And it only... And like the big-ass caterpillars down on the second floor. And the deer in the first game, they just kind of move back and forth on a line or a set path with maybe one turn in there somewhere. But the thing with the greedy lizards in the third game is that the first stratum has mud tiles, where it takes you 2 turns to traverse one tile. So, and the greedy lizards, being so big, are unaffected by the mud. So you have to plan maneuvering around them through the mud to not get caught, because you're basically at half speed. It was tricky. It was tricky at times. Also, I took that warning of don't fight these things so much to heart that I actually, the first time I went back to fight a foe, my whole party was level 50. To put that into perspective, you only need to be like maybe roughly level 20, if not level 15 or so, to fight your first foe and like win. Like, yeah, they're really tough for that floor, and they may even be tough for that whole section of the game, but they aren't tougher than stuff in the next section. But I was like 4/5 through the game at that point, and I'm just like, you know what? We're pretty powerful now. I think I'll chance it. Of course, it died in like 2 or 3 turns, though. It massively overestimated its power. Now we have this aura stuff around it on the map, which tells you it's a relative power to your party's highest level. Not your party's average level, just your highest level. In red means run the fuck away. While walking through the woods, you hear a loud impact and stop. There's no clue as to where it came from, but it sounded like a low, heavy rumbling. Stences of foliages around you can't have originated far from here. It may behoove you to search the area. Let's investigate the room. I feel like we don't have the skills necessary to investigate properly, but let's investigate anyways. Your curiosity gets the better of you, so you begin searching for the source of the noise. You search between trees and nearby waters, but you find nothing that could have caused such a tremendous sound. After looking for quite a long time, you keep coming up empty-handed. Searching more probably won't help. Someone in the party had been skilled at foraging. Exactly, Alyssa! If only you knew a foraging skill, it might have gone differently. As it stands, there's no telling where it came from. You keep that in mind as you continue exploring the woods. Okay, I don't remember what the XP values were for the third game. I don't remember what the XP values were for the first game. But for the second game, foes awarded 0 XP. None at all. They really wanted to enforce the fact that foes are a puzzle that you need to work around, not brute force through, but like... no XP? Everybody hated that. Yeah, especially in the later titles. I know in 5, I know in Nexus, probably in 2U and other games as well. One of the fastest ways to gain levels is through fighting foes. Because once you can, they do give big chunks of XP. Big chunks. As you recall, last time you were here, the group heard some sort of heavy impact. It can't have originated terribly far from here. Perhaps you can trace the sound to its source. In order to continue exploring. Rather than waste time searching for the cause of some noise, you return to exploring these woods. Yeah, I'll leave it at that. If it was longer, I'd have a specific name drop for this memo, but no. No, I won't do that. Yeah, I don't think the foes gave pitiful XP in 3. At least, again, it's a vague memory, so wouldn't take my word as gospel on this, but I don't think they gave pitiful XP, but they didn't give exceptional XP either. Because there was a specific special foe in the third game called Passerans that gave you huge amounts of XP if you could defeat them. The problem is that they randomly appeared, they could phase through walls, and if you damage them at all, they self-destruct. And that self-destruct can literally wipe out your party. On the other hand, they are adorable, and they give you, like, enough XP to level up, like, twice. Or something. Like the whole party just leveling up twice from killing one. So the way to grind is, like, at the very last floors, there is one area where Passerans would very commonly spawn, so you'd go there, you'd get the Passeran spawns, and you'd hunt them down, like a huge flock of them, basically. It was risky business, but it was very good. You'd get a lot of stuff out of it. That was the way. Because of that, I don't really remember if foes gave a lot of XP. They should have given more XP than random encounters, though, because they're obviously tougher than that. I'm gonna deal with a Mankinid. Wait a minute. We have Union.
Here I go.
My turn?
Looks like fun.
Fine. How's this?
Can you handle this?
Ooh.
Let's finish it.
Nano armor pierce. Alright. We do have one last Union to
Watch
use.
this. Fine. How's this?
Looks like fun.
My ace in the hole.
TP restore! Haha!
That was child's play.
Hey! Guess who gets to learn the foraging skill 2 tiles away from where we need a foraging skill? Oh, Untempered Shell. Wonder how we got that. Let's read the description. I haven't been reading item descriptions, have I? I really should. A hard shell baked with fire. By tempering it, its properties change for use in weapon making. Forage! You are now useful, Alyssa. At last. You recall the last time you were here, the group heard some sort of heavy impact. It can't have originated terribly far from here. Perhaps you can trace the sound to its source. Curiosity gets the better of you, so begin searching for the source of the noise. You search between trees and in nearby waters, but you find nothing that could have caused such a tremendous sound. Suddenly, Alyssa calls out. You look toward where Alyssa is, pointing to find the corpse of a wild boar that had crashed headfirst into a boulder. The body is fresh, so the boar could still be skinned for its hide and carved for its meat. Well, the corpse could be attracting other wild animals, but if we leave it be, we don't get anything, so... we might get a fight, but let's get some loot. Alyssa skillfully carves the boar. Meat times 5. Oh, that's it. Using your forest skill, you track down the source of a loud noise and feast it on the meat of a wild boar. Oh, what do we get here? We get meat times 5. I also have to wonder why the heck I decided to ram a boulder. I know boars and rams do ram things from time to time, especially to, say, shave down their horns if they get too long, like how we clip our nails. But why would it ram a boulder so hard it dies? I don't understand. It's like Swallow Sword can be useful, but I think more so Hail Slash can also be useful. But I think I want Whirlwind more so than Airblade. I think by the time I have Whirlwind unlocked, we're gonna want it. So
good!
Here we are. Can't wait for that to be level 10. That's the wrong tile. Hey, did you ever finish Etrian Odyssey 2 Untold, Nerva? I'm guessing you forgot about it like I did until just now. So I remember you getting to like the second stratum in there. Alright, let's try to bake it.
One hit kill. Just kidding.
Aw, just a stab.
Just one more.
Yeah, this party is doing pretty well on HP and TP. Pretty efficient so far. Cost efficient, anyways. Caution, reflexes, brute strength. Or we can get... makes sense. 2U's post-game had a literal gatekeeper. Actually, I know Sobit would want me to invest in Bow Mastery. I guess he did want to have a ranger. I could put one turn on the target arrow, though. That could help. Or I could invest in these racial passives, because they're also good. Bowmaster. Let's get that bow to shoot more bowily. Yeah, I think it was you primarily I've heard about HP bloat, and I do mention that whenever I bring it up. It didn't quite bother me, mostly because I was so experienced by then that, yeah, I can still kinda kill things in under 5 turns or so. Like bosses and stuff, I could kill stuff very quickly. And the HP bloat was really there for people like me, who know exactly how to synergize and make things stupid overpowered. But yeah, for the average player, for the casual playthrough, it's definitely a problem. Less so a problem in the story party because Fafnir Knight has some very easily accessible very high single target DPS. Just kind of have to realize a little bit. I mean, even then, you still don't really need the Fafnir to be full-on single target. Or rather, any class can be your single target complete cannon. It's just so amazing back then. So amazing how many classes could just deal so much damage.
Did something just...
I'm gonna put that here. Wait a minute. Yeah. Gathering point. And a Switch. Of the Nintendo variety, no less.
Fine. Bonus.
And this is what, I mean, I got the room shape right, but still I missed this part, so... Corrections shall be issued at your local principality. Bit of an issue here. How do I differentiate? Like, I'm leaving this as is for, say, New Game Plus, so I know what's sealed and what's normal, you know? But how to differentiate between what's open and what's closed? I'm gonna have to put a tile color on it, aren't I? Oh, wild boar. Charging boar, specifically. In the back. Ranged ice. Air blade. Hunter shot. You are fine. You have no skills.
Can you handle this? One hit kill. Just kidding.
17 for 1 TP. Eh. Allied effect. Oh. Right. We need to keep that thing off the front line.
One hit kill. Just kidding.
Alright, got it.
Just one more.
Can it be like this all the time?
It's like if I do that... sure, but what if I say do that? And it's kind of noticeable, isn't it? Right, make it green. Yeah, that's all the locked gates so far. Purple? I mean, that's still kind of noticeable, isn't it? Yeah, I think red and green would be good. I mean, sure, green is steppable tiles and we can't really step on these, but it helps. It's easily identifiable even from the bigger map which ones have and have not been opened. Alright. Now, can we... No, the spots are still consumed. Okay. As long as we go back before 7 AM, should be fine. Okay, this is a formation in which a Ferretus may actually be useful, because he could use the shock thing on the back line and hit both of them. But right now, no. Yeah, because you can't step on them, I leave them blank. And okay, you see how I do the doors. I've seen people do doors like this. I've seen people do doors like that, and like that as well. But I do my doors like this. Actually, these are technically doors, so shouldn't I also do the same thing? Oh, it's also nice, isn't it? Huh. Neat. Alright, we have high damage enemies in the back, and fuck off enemies in the front. They don't do much damage, but my god, do they prevent us from doing things. Let's see what we can do with some armor pierce. Chain shock. And go.
Give it my all.
Oh, that hurt. Alright, one of my units almost down. Just gonna hold up. We have unions, so we're gonna mana heal.
My turn.
Looks like fun.
Syncing up.
Healing herb.
Are you ready for this?
That's the fluff.
Yeah, they did do the little events at the end of hallways amazingly in 5. They're like the best they've been in the series. They've done the little moments a lot better, but the big picture story is a little not what it used to be, I guess. Oh well. Oh right, you have Union.
Let's give it a whirl.
Alright.
Syncing up. Fine.
Looks like fun.
Not only appealing to the Hound for now.
Go now? Ready?
I'd say earlier games definitely gave a better sense of just how bloody and dangerous the labyrinths are, while still having these tile sets that look utterly beautiful and this music that makes you think it's not so bad. I could live here. But no, you will die here. That's what the gameplay tells you, and the writing. Kinda eased off on that over time. Now, it could just be me disliking change, but obviously I prefer the old, like, oh yeah, you're just kinda going down the path, and hey, look, there's a bunch of bloody splotches in the path ahead. Maybe someone died down here. And that's just kinda common. Oh, we have so many doors. So many doors. Okay, there's that. Yeah, I kind of expect that. Old friends who've gotten jobs don't have time to really play games as much. Still, I will remind you, you did enjoy it, and you do still have it. And it is on DS, so you can just play it while you do other things. And on the go. Oh, right. And there. And there. Done. No event there. We'll be fine. I am vaguely remembering that, but I might just be imagining the memory, because you said so as much. Yeah, I think especially for a person's first playthrough, you shouldn't impose too many rules. You should just kind of play. Event. Yeah, not even I do self-imposed rules. I tried some on Untold, but Untold's also what I consider one of the most frustrating entries in the series, at least on Classic. And rules on that to try and spice it up because I've been replaying it. No. No. Although I did do rules in 5, and that was fun. That's only after I beat the game, like to 100%. Yeah. Oh no, that's way worse. Oh my. Oh boy, your characters can go down left and right with almost no warning. Yeah, and Untold, the rule set I had was no medic, because I just wanted to try out, the different healings from other classes. It was a bit tedious. And in 5, I did like, oh, let's do it just... It's like Earthline Military Run. Like, we always have these adventurers going in and explorers doing the labyrinth, but there's also this army too in most games. Like, there's a guard corps. I'm like, what if you play as a guard corps? So I'm like, alright, let's just do fencers and dragoons, and I did that in 5. Let's see how far I get. I got to the end of the game. 5 has amazing classes. So, yeah, I never did permadeath stuff. But things like, oh, restrict what classes you can use, or we're going to do these builds. I mean, yeah, that can kind of work. Kinda. Royalties. While strolling through the woods, you come to an idyllic clearing with babbling brooks and a lovely view. The center of the area is a familiar woman carrying a tin pan over to a small campfire.
Hello!
Oh, it's you! What's a guild like yours doing in a place like this? What's an innkeeper doing here? I'm making my own bread, obviously. Well, at least I'm trying to. Janetta places her hands proudly on her hips. Can't help but ask what this is all about. Yeah, what about your inn? It's still open for business, I swear. My sisters are watching the inn right now. It's the yeast they can do while I'm baking. I use all the tasty ingredients as far as has to offer. I'm sure it'll sell like hotcakes. Pretty soon we'll be rolling in the dough. That's why I've been out here in the woods working my buns off learning how to bake. A long ways off from rising to the top of the baking world, but practice makes perfect. Bring me any ingredients I may need. I can bake some extra special loaves for you.
What is that?
Yeah, as is, well, in the earlier entries, like 1 or 2 in the remakes, no medic is also pain. Maybe less so in 2 Untold. Yes, these puns. Alright, I mean, it is an event, but it's not a big one. Let's just do person icon. I also wonder that as well, but I'm glad they managed to localize them.
If you want some bread, I'm your baker.
Let's ask if he wants anything. Huh, anything I want? Well... Janetta cups her chin and thinks for a minute. What I really want is forest honey. That stuff's pretty tricky to get. I end up eating nothing but bread while I'm baking out here, so I'm kind of tired of carbs. I know, let's trade. Consider Janetta's offer to trade food. I don't have forest honey. No, Igor gave us some forest honey, didn't he? Yeah, really, localization really is an art unto itself. And I know there's 2 extremes to balance with. There's translating it directly, so you get the most accurate translation possible with the original meaning intact. There's also translating it so that you get the correct gist and tone across as well. Like, even though you lose some accuracy, it sounds better in the new language, and also would be an equivalent phrase in that context. So it's it's tricky. Like, do you want to go for accuracy? Do you want to go for flow, I guess? We don't have roasted meat or grilled fish. You don't have any roasted meat. You don't have any grilled fish. You decide to not give her any food and leave.
If you want some bread, I'm your baker.
Hand over the bread ingredients. Okay, we're gonna go forest wheat and forest berry. How many can we make? 7? We can make 7. You know what? Let's make 3. You know what they say, when life gives you wheat and fruits, make fruit cake. Well, time to get shaken and start baking. Janetta uses a small mill to grind the grains, and skillfully kneads in the flour by hand. Now all that's left is to put this over the fire to bake, and it'll be complete. She sets a pan over the small fire, then carefully places the dough on it to cook. Eventually, a perfect loaf of bread rises. It must be better because I'm on a roll. Now I'll just cut the bread, add the fruit, put a little whipped cream on top,
Here's a
and...
present for you.
Iola, Janet's special fruit cake. The hardiness of the bread combines with the sweetness of the fruit for a perfect snack. Oh, I can make a lot more of this. Let's make, like, another 3. Neat, it's wheat. How sweet. Now I can bake even more bread. Thanks a bunch. Well, time to get shaken and start baking. You have to use a small mill to grind the grains, and this seems like a repeat. Oh, I'll have to put this over the fire to bake and it'll be complete. She sets a pan over the small fire, then carefully places the dough on it to cook.
Yay!
It must be butter because I'm on a roll.
Here's a present for you.
Ta-da! Dinner's special white bread. It's simple, but it's delicious and nutritious. Oh, leaving already? Feel free to come back if you're feeling crummy and want some bread. After saying your farewells to the innkeeper, you leave her camp to continue adventuring. Actually, I suppose I should put the campfire there because we can cook. I already forgot if it's 2 T's or 2 N's. Alright, thanks to Schmiff, I have the spelling. Yeah, and the thing is, I actually I counted out in the 3rd game, and it's been the same across other games as well. That it's actually 30 turns to an hour in-game, which means each turn is 2 minutes long. I don't imagine turns in combat being that long. I imagine those being a few seconds, quick exchanges and stuff, but still. Just baking all this bread within 2 minutes. There's a wall there. I'm gonna assume there's no wall there. Alright, let's see. White bread heals some HP. Bunches some HP and TP with the fruit cake. White bread topped with whipped cream and fruit. Said to be a popular snack with the kids. A flat, light bread made from wheat. Many savors delicate sweetness. How are we gonna deal with this? How are we gonna deal with this? If it never enters the front line, we won't have an issue. I know that much.
I'll give it my all.
Try again.
Take that!
Ooh!
Can't hit me.
Alright. Actually, anybody got... No unions yet. Oops, that's the wrong target.
Take that! Can you handle this?
Ow! You won't get away from me.
Can it be like this all the time?
Alright, got it. How's this go? Oh, it's a completely separate area. Nice. It goes like 4 or 5 in front, but I'll just paint 4. Mapping really is half the game, which is why now that the 3DS is gone, or rather, 3DS is over, I'm not really sure how they'll continue without the dual screens. Oh, I mean, I still think PC is the answer, because look, playing it on PC with the cartography aspect intact. Oh. Oh no. Oh god, it's this formation. Oh, this might be more pain. Looks like the third floor is when the pain starts. Oh no. Okay, let's try to do this. Whew. Okay. Yeah. Remember that rumor? Rumor has it, this plant monster fuses its vines with others of its kind to become a bigger one. Yeah, that's not a rumor. If there's 3 of them. There's 3 of them, they become pain. Alright, put the point into bow mastery, not target arrow. Hmm. Well, given all the passive healing we have from the Hound, maybe you can just ignore its defense buff and just crack it. That damage is so low. But nothing here really does a lot of damage. Except for that, I guess. Yeah, I don't think it's worth risking it if the turtle itself can deal so much damage. Alright, let's lead the party. And a mana heal.
Are you ready for this?
Let's finish it.
Alright. Oh, there's an event here. As you continue through the familiar Verda, you notice a worn-out bag dangling from the branch of an old tree a little further up ahead. The tallest person in your guild could barely be able to reach it, but a strap is caught on the tree, hidden behind the leaves and branches. If you tugged at the branch holding the strap, the bag might shake out of the tree and fall to the ground. Reach up and tug the bag. Whatever's in the bag, you know you want it. Alari nods and approaches. Alari reaches up to brush some branches and leaves aside, but a moment later they give a sharp yell and pull back their hand. Alari loses 30 hit points. Carefully pulling the branch, Dargeth unveils that the leaves around the strap are infested with green, writhing larvae. They appear to be the larval form of the toxipede, known for its powerful toxins. Presumably, no one had taken this bag before because they'd seen the danger. We offer some comfort to Alari, who is blowing on their swollen hand, while flicking away the larvae to get to the bag. Lo and behold, there's a silver coin inside. Celestial silver. After placing the hard-won loot into your backpack, you return to your exploration. An abandoned bag turned out to be covered in toxipede larvae. There's no telling when danger might strike in the labyrinth. Yep. Some stuff you just gotta learn by experience. Although most does have ample warning. Like, you know, nobody else had taken this, but didn't really point that out at the start. Make sure. Did you catch on to that fact? HP, and how much is Celestial Silver even worth? I'll leave it like that. Alright. Shifa healing herb on Lari. And here we go.
Did something just...
Yes, I believe something did just. When you push over the stone stat... Alright, this is a repeat message. Okay, and then we have, looks to be a fishing spot there, and a treasure chest there, and some pathing there. Some water there, there. I guess. It's hard to tell how many water tiles there are. One more forest fish for the bag. I think it's like that. Actually, it should be like that. Otherwise, how do you get to the switch? Looks like that to me.
Did something just...
The golem statue has already fallen over. Okay, so a door opened somewhere. We'll find out where. Roughly 70%.
Did something just...
Oh, not that door. What if that opened up a door, or rather a locked door, that we had never actually seen in the first place? Yeah, not that one. I'll check all the ones that I know then. Beginning to think we could really use a warlock. I think we could use a warlock. Just a hunch.
Let's give it a whirl.
Looks like fun.
Sinking a fine. How's this?
And do I? I don't need to do a hunter shot.
Go now? Can you handle this?
Alright. Oh, yeah, I got a fire kill there. Great, got a conditional drop. paralysis. That's what the wraiths do. Now, does it get to act this turn?
I'll give it my all.
Ah, killed with a stab.
Oh, we're done already.
Well, got one tempered shell. That's nice. Aha! We have found a door. A door that leads to danger. I think it's like 4 by 2 in front. Yeah, that fits. Oh, actually, because they are stationary, I can make use of this. That icon. We very much need to... Either I go for the treasure chest right now, like right now, and we use an Ariadne thread to get out, or I go back to the door, reset the encounter, and think of a way to get this thing without potentially fighting the bear. Yeah, it's not good. Okay. So that's a thing. Ah, here's a door. Actually, do I really need to do red here? Because I just say this is all detection. Honestly. Nah, I mean, yeah, that does tell me that yes, this whole room is detectable, but... Maybe all yellow. Alright, Smith. I mean, it is 22:49. It's getting pretty late. Yeah, I think I'll stick with red. Well, you have a good night, Schliff. Okay, let's push that over. Night has fallen. Preemptive! Yes. Wait. I heard that.
Sinking a fine. How's this? Looks like fun. I can
2 tempered shells. Oh, now it's on the front line. What's a weak to fire? Alright. Burn it. Burn it! Burn it in holy hell of fire! And chain flame. And attack. And chain flame. Don't expect a third, but if we're lucky. Yeah, we don't get a third. Yep, I had long rush, but that thing is almost dead too, so...
Let's give it a
Mana
whirl.
heal.
Fine. How's this? Sinking up.
Looks like fun.
Go now?
Take that.
Over here! Is that it?
Can it be like this all the time?
Yeah, where Fairtress is coming in. Alright. What does Etrian get? Resilience, fishing, herbology. Herb foraging, maybe, actually. Maybe. Oh, yeah, maybe. It's like, blind would be helpful. It really would, but do I want to take her down that route?
Yes!
I'll go herb foraging again. Alright, now we are 2 away. Let's reset that then. As long as this doesn't take a turn, I think we're safe. Mail. I know what that does, but you sure don't. Or you may not, depends who I'm addressing right now. No turn! Okay, we're safe. That thing is, like, right on us. But don't matter no more. Yeah, it's 9 PM. Let's head back. If we can. Oh yeah, we can. The store's open. Alright, it's in the back line. I don't think we need to pursue it that aggressively. Just kind of keep smacking it. Because I think all it does in the back line is just eat its allies, so...
I'm sorry.
It's starting to feel a bit risky, but, well. Okay, it's a little health when it gets to the front line. Ah, school's in line. That, we are back in town.
Hear ye, explorers of Ioris! The Arcania Council has announced a new assignment.
I need a guild to navigate the first stratum. Anyone confident in their skills should report to Council Hall to receive further instructions.
Welcome.
Oh, it's worth 100 N. Shell Tonto, Hawk and Boosh, Rip Coffin, Tortoise Armor, Turtle Gauntlet, Bash Talisman. A lot of stuff.
What'll it be?
Yeah, it's better. It's better. I mean, it's not going to be better than Uchigatana plus 5, but that's a plus 0, so... Worth more, though. Alright, what coffin is the Whiz Up? HP up versus Whiz Up. Huh. How's about armor? Tortoise Armor, Turtle Gauntlet. Bash Resist. Nice. I think that halves bash damage, but that's honestly a lot.
What'll it be?
Ah, the Shell Tonto uses the Tempered Shell. Okay. Yeah, I don't have enough N to buy this, but I do have 4, so I could upgrade it to plus 3, honestly, like right away. Still gotta upgrade the Uchigatana to plus 5, though, before I sell it off, or rather recycle it.
Anything else? Leave it to me.
Yeah, we can do it. Plus 3.
Job well done.
Anything else? Pleasure doing business.
Alright.
Welcome!
Pop by the inn.
Hiya!
You already reached the 3rd floor? In that case, stop by the southeastern clearing sometime. Sometimes I go up there to bake bread. I'd love to get a little feedback on my latest recipe if you'd like to try
How
some.
can I be of service?
Yep, we have been there.
Of course! I'll be glad to look after that for you.
Alright, but with that mayo, we have too many nectar. Dark. Oh, right, let's actually store all 2 of each. Just to save on space.
Thank you for your patronage! Good night and sleep tight.
There we are.
Have a nice day!
Now you've rested, now you go to the guild.
Welcome. What will you do? What will you do?
So, we're Ferretus. Come on with us. Dargath, you're staying on the front line, and Artrifa, you're staying in the center of the back line. Keep spamming A and get the nope. Okay. Oh, really? I can think of some other inconsistencies in 5, but I won't say them. Level 3. Well, let's use our N,
Good luck to you all.
our well-earned N to
Well Welcome.
Okay, first need to check if Fergus actually has gathering skills. Okay, he does. He has chop and attack mana. Good. Good. Would have been a pain in the butt if he didn't. Oh, and now we actually have 2 to 3 gender ratio. Cool. That's what I needed.
What'll it be?
Alright, I mean, I don't expect you to hit hard anyways, so I'll... Oh, that needs a heavy feral as well. Let's keep him with a gun. UA. It's 100 N though for a temporary weapon. Alright, let's upgrade everybody's body armor. So, Acorn Vest... Tortoise armor. They also have breastplate, so... You're on the back line, so this does let you act faster, but also... Do you need it? Because you could also go for additional protection. Yeah, Poofy Bolero does give it... Also costs less.
You wanna equip it here?
Yep, Poofy Bolero and Poofy Bolero.
What'll it be? Anything else? What are you selling? What'll it be?
Alright, boots. Boots. Fluffy moccasins. It's a small increase, but it might be worthwhile. What about here, like Turtle Gauntlet? See, I'm not sure how big of a def increase is actually worth it and all. I know why Dargeth is so fragile. It's because he has a power ring on. Power ring increases his strength by a good chunk, but like he doesn't have armor there because, yeah, armor matters in this game a lot. Didn't matter in the first two, or even the first three. Yeah, strength plus 8, HP plus 10. Yes, attack goes down to a 71, down to 63 from 71. Which still makes him handily the highest attack power in the party, but like, ooh. Ooh. I'm thinking maybe I give it to Alyssa, because we do use the chain skills a lot, so that would make sense. So we throw down the Yarn Gloves, then yeah, you lose attack, you lose some HP, but you gain some defense, and that's going to help. And then Alyssa can take the Power Ring. So now you two have attack values that are on par with each other. Even defense values are kind of on par, too. Interesting. But now Alyssa's chain skills should hit harder, given that you have 1 point more strength than Dargeth.
Pleasure doing business.
Alright, I'll keep with the gun for now.
Do you want to save?
Yeah, tomorrow. No, not tomorrow. Tomorrow we don't stream. The day after. Tuesday. Tuesday we'll pick this up, and I'll start taking requests and explore the rest of Floor 3. Meantime, I might decide to grind out some gathering points. Get some cash and some upgrades going. You are free now. Thank you very much for watching. Have a great night. Fare thee well.